Kära Vera. Listen, I'm gonna build a Victorian-inspired office right in there.
You see, a few months ago we got the message that we would have to tear down our entire workshop of 5 years because of some mandatory upgrades. And as part of this huge workshop remodel, we took the opportunity to build our soon-to-be Victorian office. So far we have built a stained glass door with matching side panels from scratch, followed by a full Victorian-inspired storefront to match the door.
And now that we have the beautiful wall, we can, of course, not just have a boring old office in here. No. So let's talk about the plan. The goal here is to build a classical Victorian-inspired office in this nook, with wooden wainscoting on the walls and patterned wallpaper above it, hardwood floors, and of course we're gonna need paintings with gold frames, ornate, intricate furniture, a desk for Hansi and a desk for myself, maybe a nice little rug in there, you know? If we can pull this off, it's gonna be sick! But let's rewind a bit. Basic things first. Painting the ceiling, covering that wall, and get some floors in. This freaking wallpaper, it's so pretty. So happy with it. And as you saw, Hansi has also put the floors in, which means we are basically done with all the simple basic stuff. Now, for the observant ones out there, you might have noticed there is lacking wallpaper at the bottom of all the walls here. And that is because we're gonna cover up the bottom of all the walls here in this beautiful wood paneling. We are going to use good old birch plywood. Basically try to make that look like some nicer type of wood. Maybe a walnut or something. First thing we gotta do, take these and chop into 3. Snip, snap, snap.
Honestly, using birch plywood is a pretty nice hack, because it's fairly inexpensive and it's easy to make it look good with just a little bit of stain and a little bit of lacquer, which we're gonna see later.
There we go, a nice little stack of wood.
Like I briefly mentioned in the beginning, the idea for this build was actually kickstarted by us having to upgrade our workshop space.
Alright then, 1 wall down, just 3 more to go.
As required by the state, we had to cover all our walls and ceilings in fireproof plasterboard. And since everything would be in complete chaos in that case anyway, we thought, oh no, guess we have to make a cooler, more optimized workshop now. How unfortunate.
Nice! Next step is, of course, to cover up all the seams here. I'm gonna begin with the skirting boards. It's kind of cute that it's called the skirting board, you know, dressing up the room. The skirting boards we're gonna use, they are so pretty. Beautiful.
Yeah, a little bit of a cramped setup here, but I just didn't want to run back and forth to the warehouse for every cut I do, which thank goodness is not as chaotic as it was a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, if you're new here, this is what our workshop looked like 7 months ago. And since then we have leveled the floors, covered the walls and ceilings in plasterboard, painted and built a bunch of new walls, basically separating our workshop into smaller and more optimized workspaces. We've also built a full kitchen with running water! Like, my god! We have had to run to the bathroom for water for the past 5 years. So yeah, this might be my favorite part of the whole remodel, to be honest, which is a little bit sad. Anyway, this Victorian office is gonna be the icing on the cake for this whole remodel. So we need to make it good.
That looks so much better. Okay, well, next up, we're gonna cover up this edge on the top here, and also all the seams in between the wood paneling. honestly, this is not looking very rich right now. It's just, there's something about light wood. I don't know what it is. It just looks sort of pleb. So we're gonna fix that. And I have made a nice little test. And this is the color we're going for. Freaking beautiful walnuts. It's a little bit less red in tone than what the front is here. I think it's just gonna look a little bit too monolithic if everything is the same wood tone as the front. Just a little boring. So we are going for walnut. We got freaking wood paneling, baby! Oh, so happy with how it came out. And that means that the base structure is done! Woo! Oh, I got hair in my eye. So yeah, I guess we can start putting stuff in here. We can basically think of this room as 3 different areas that we're gonna furnish. The first one is Hans's computer desk. Then on the opposing side of that, we have like a crafting desk with some shelves above it. And finally, we have my corner where I'm gonna have my computer desk and some shelves to cover that ugly fuse box. And let me tell you, I have spent hours and hours and hours trying to find the right piece of furniture online, like secondhand obviously, because they just don't make them like that anymore. And it has not been an easy task because, well, apparently there aren't that many Victorian pieces of furniture in Norway. Well, I found an option. So ladies and gentlemen, let me reveal my desk. These kind of desks are super common in Norway. Like, they're overflowing. You can find them anywhere online for like nothing. I got this for a bit less than 40 bucks. Went to pick it up, got it in the car, drove all the way back, and now we have a nice solid piece of pine desk. Hold on to your horses. I know, it's not very Victorian-like. It's more of a sturdy farmhouse sort of piece, but I have some ideas on how we can slightly modify this piece to make it a bit more rich and proper. Ooh. Let the disassembly begin. Okay, everything disassembled. That was the easy part, because now we have to choose our color. And boy, have I made some tests. I basically just grabbed all the stains and all the lacquer I could find in the workshop and combined them in this grid system. I'm leaning towards these colors, slightly darker, more warm-toned ones. A good next step would be to take this keyboard shelf and make a bigger test. Then we can get an actual impression of what it's gonna look like on a larger surface. I just need to confirm, okay? What if I make the wrong choice? And there we have it, our complete stain test. So this is the color we're going for. Or so you thought, huh? You see, while I was completing this stain test, I realized it's looking too warm because the base color of this wood is, of course, very yellow. And so, my friends, I have deceived you all and made a second, more purple-based test. I had to do a little bit of alchemy and try to actually mix in some black, a little bit of purple, and essentially the base color, the stain that I used here, is pretty much gray. If you put this color on a regular light piece of wood, it looks gray. But when you put it on yellow wood, it tones down the gray, because purple is opposite of yellow on the color wheel, and so they cancel each other out. See, same stain, just different base color. Bit more yellow, looks like this. Bit more white, looks like this. Completely different. And then when you add more lacquer on top, it becomes even richer in color. And so if we compare the two, test number 1, very warm in color, And test number 2, it has that deep richness that I like. I just prefer this. I'm gonna route out that area for the mouse pad. And I'm thinking like, maybe that sort of width. Then just round off the corners. Well, once we start routing this, there is no going back. So wish me luck. That went so much better than expected. Thanks to this being such a soft piece of wood, it was so easy to just run through it. And I think it turned out quite nice. How about that? Hansi, can you help me carry this out in the warehouse? All right, time for scary step number 2. Stain this entire thing. For the next step, lacquering, which we can do outside. Am I gonna regret this? Maybe. Will I burn to a crisp? Maybe. We'll see. Okay, lacquer. Dude, this color is glorious. It looks so much better. Like it doesn't even look like the same desk. It's so shiny and beautiful. Oh, since everything is now lacquered, I think we can actually start putting it together. And this, my friend, is the first step to that. You beautiful piece of wood. Perfect. Thank you. Now the question is, glued or screwed? Yep, it's glued. All right, brute force it is. Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. 1 out of 8. All right, now let's get these plugged up. Little dash of glue. And there we go. Get in, baby. Oh,
It's a different desk.
I know. Look at that.
That's so cool.
Gorgeous. All right, final step, leaded desk mat. Of course, gotta give this a little bit of stain, and then we glue it in place. It is almost hard to believe that this desk used to look like this. What? Like when I imagined this upgrade in my mind, it did not look this good. I'm so freaking happy with how it came out. Oh! And it's weird because like I've kept all the original hardware, but somehow everything has went from looking kind of cheap to just looking kind of expensive and exquisite. So happy with it. Oh! Quite heavy. Whew. Oh, it belongs so much better in here. Come on. And just like that, furniture piece number 1, complete. One thing I really love about the stereotypical Victorian office is just their obsession with hidden drawers and secret rooms and sealed letters, like all in order to keep information safe. Not much has changed there in the past 200 years, except now we can all use this video's advertiser instead. NordVPN. Look, We've been using NordVPN for years because NordVPN is not just a VPN. It's an all-in-one digital security app that with one subscription not only gives you access to a VPN that allows you to stream content from home while you're traveling and be safer on a blazingly fast VPN connection, but it is also a next-gen antivirus that scans the files you're downloading for dangerous activity and warns you about scam websites. So upgrade your online protection with an all-in-one security app today by going to nordvpn.com/nerdforge to get an exclusive NordVPN deal plus 4 months extra. And as of now, they have a dark web monitor that they say will alert you about any leaked data connected with your personal information, so you can take action as soon as possible. That's nordvpn.com/nerdforge or use the link in the description. And back to the project. But of course, a desk is not complete without a chair. And so I have found, second-hand again, a very classic Norwegian cabin-style chair. You see this fabric? Very Norsk, very nice. But of course, we are going to fix this up a little bit, because we're gonna take all of this apart, divide it into all its individual components, then lacquer all the wood pieces in at least a slightly darker color, you know, to match the desk better. And with that done, we can then take these pieces covered in fabric, rip that fabric off, add a bit more cushioning, and then cover it with this like beautiful royal purple fabric. And with all the pieces like completed, we can then reassemble it and hopefully end up with a beautiful refurbished chair. And well, ladies and gentlemen, that we definitely did. I mean, a little bit of lacquer, some new fabric and a few buttons. Excusez-moi. What? Can we just take a moment to appreciate the before versus the after? Minor tweaks, big difference. And I haven't actually sat on this yet, but oh, that is more comfy. I am entering my evil villain era. I mean, I kind of have to now with this chair and that desk. Come on. I just need a cat in my lap. Nori doesn't quite do the same job. Let's bring you into your new home. Well, hello, Mr. Desk. I have a friend for you. Like you're meant to be. Ah, I love it. Yeah, this is still very much an empty room. Like we have 2 pieces of furniture and the walls covered. Who would have thought that took more than 4 weeks? Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Anyway, we need more furniture. So I have been on a little bit of a journey. I've literally been looking for furniture pieces since way before we started this project, and it's been so hard because either it's been too expensive, too far away, too broken, too the wrong vibe. But I think in the end that I managed to find 2 quite nice pieces for this room. One of them is this sideboard, and it's fairly simple, but it just has a beautiful wood tone and just the right amount of detail. And the other one, oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. It's this bookshelf sideboard sort of combo. Beautiful piece of furniture, which I was informed by the previous owner that she was planning to paint it white. I mean, and then she was very sweet, bless her, but I feel a little bit like I have saved this piece of furniture from severe fate. And here it is in all its disassembled glory. So you will come with us inside very, very soon. Just wait a moment. And with that, all that remains to do is to move the furniture in, build some pieces of furniture, add some lighting, and then decoration. We're so close to finishing this. I kind of want to do like a cool transition into this final build thing. Maybe I can literally kick it off. Like, whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride and great relief that I present to you our Victorian Office! Oh my god, I am in love with how this room turned out. Let me give you a little tour. We got my little nook with beautiful desk, beautiful chair, freaking cool ass keyboard, and also the screen. That I know is like, it doesn't really sell the illusion with it hanging down like that, but from the front, that looks pretty freaking cool with the cute little lamps on the side. Oh, and also, of course, our coffee making PC is here. Like, I literally still use it all the time. It is very nice. Also, no more ugly fuse books. Huh? Hidden away where no one can see you. Pipes in the ceiling, fairly well covered by the wooden box here and the one in the corner there. I mean, there's still the bit in the middle, but like, come on. At least it's much better than it was. Oh, and also little nipple lamps. And over here we have Hansi's computer desk. Unfortunately, we couldn't find the chair that really fit in here, so that's like goal down the line. But man, I freaking love this desk. And we built this all from scratch, finishing the tabletop, staining it, lacquering it, sanding it down, adding all the trim, support beams and everything. I think it's just one of the neatest and cleanest pieces of furniture we've ever done. This, together with my desk, probably my favorite pieces in this entire build, honestly. Of course, leather-bound PC is in here. Hello, fits in perfectly. And finally, on the opposite side, we have the crafting area. But Martina, don't you have enough crafting space out in the workshop? Well, if there's anything I have learned the past 10 years of doing this, it is you can never have too many crafting spaces. So if there's a project where we need more workspaces, we have another one. And also here it's possible to close the door, so you can like get a bit of a separation between, you know, the filming out there, crafting in here. It's just nice to have. And I would like to point out, by the way, that the desktop here is not actually attached to the furniture, it's just custom cut around it, so we can like pop it off whenever. And I have one small gripe about this, and it is I would have liked this wood tone to be just a few shades darker. It's just everything else here is so dark and mysterious, and I don't know. I like my wood dark and mysterious. Anyway, well folks, there you have it, our Victorian office. Complete at last. You know, this has been one of the biggest roadblocks in this entire, you know, workshop renovation. And it feels really good to finally put an end to it. And I cannot wait to actually start using this space and like feel like my head is getting in order again. Cause man, it has been chaotic and so many delays. Like, I cannot express to you how grateful I am for our patrons, especially for continuing to support us even though we haven't been posting that much. Cause you know, it is a little bit stressful, but then it's also really rewarding to be able to take a project all the way to completion and really make it as good as I feel like it could be, you know, and not like rushing to get content out. So seriously, to our patrons, thank you so much for your support. You're the reason why we feel like we can actually put the time and effort into, you know, doing these kind of ridiculous massive builds. So, and also thank you to every single one of you for watching our videos, because if not, then we wouldn't be here. Hello. And now, before I get too cheesy and stuff, I can't deal with that. I'm just gonna say that's it. Thank you for watching, and now it is time. Let's have a look at the final result.